Newtons, but this is real dangerous. You know what else is dangerous? The Cheap Pop Wrestling Podcast, motherfuckers. All right. You know, it's not my best, but we're going with it. Guys, it is almost fucking midnight. We're out here doing this for the 7 people who are going to see this. All 7 of them's your mom, the big woman. This is your mom's favorite podcast. We're here. We're going to go through this full WrestleMania card, barring any surprise matches. We're going to give you our picks for everything and see who's the most right. We've done it for every pay-per-view we've done so far. And, John, start us off. What's the card?
All right, we're going to go ahead and start with the main event on night 2. Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship. Guys, I'm going to take Cody Rhodes in this one. Who do y'all got? Ken, you first.
Something, Cody Rhodes. Yep, I'm taking Cody Rhodes in this one. I'm not going to say it's going to be clean. I think it's going to be a lot of muckery going on there with it, but I think ultimately Cody comes out on top via Crossroads.
Sounds
and then
good.
We're going to hear it.
We're going to hear that great song. Dakota, who you got?
Oh, there goes Cody Rhodes. Give me Cody as well.
Alrighty. And then we're going to go straight into the tag team match we've all been waiting for. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens versus the Usos for the Undisputed Tag Team Championship. Dakota, we're going to start with you. Who do you got?
I just want to point out these past 2 matches, none of them are ending cleanly. I think we all accept that, right?
Right.
Well, either way, give me Kevin Steen and El Generico as the new tag team champions.
Perfect. Ken, who do you got?
Man, I want to see Kevin and Sammy win. I think they've built that story very well. I'm kind of indecisive, honestly, but I think Bloodline falls WrestleMania. So give me Kevin and Sammy.
Perfection. All right, next we got John Cena versus Austin Theory. Actually, I skipped my own pick here.
I was going to say, you skipped your own pick.
Dummy, yeah.
Yeah.
Dummy, yeah.
I'm taking the same thing. That's why I skipped over myself. I'm taking El Generico and Kevin Steen, a.k.a. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Next we have John Cena versus Austin Theory for the United States Championship. Ken, we're going to start with you first. Who do you got?
Man. I'm going to say Austin Theory.
All righty. Dakota, who do you got?
I'm going to say John Cena, but I'm also going to say he just loses again. He loses it again Monday night, a la Chris Jericho a few years ago.
Who do you think he loses it to, just for shits and giggles?
Probably right back to Theory, honestly. Just the immediate, rematch clause, wins it back on that Monday night. Setting up a feud with probably someone who's returning or debuting.
Sounds good. I got Austin Theory, but if John Cena wins, I want to see him on Monday night losing to Braun Breaker.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right.
That'll be fun. Braun Breaker needs to get his call up already. It's been too damn long. But fast forward, we're going to go to the Raw Women's Championship match between Asuka and Bianca Belair. Dakota, who you got in this one?
I'm taking Asuka.
Alrighty.
Because I don't think you can have Asuka lose and both of them not get heat from it.
Yeah, that's fair. And the build-up to it wasn't that good either. Ken, who do you got?
I got Bianca Belair retaining.
And that's exactly what I have. Neither of the women's matches had too much of build-up. This one had a little bit more than the other. The other one, they kind of waited till like last minute to start having any sort of match. So we'll go ahead and transition into that. The SmackDown Women's Championship, Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair. I picked Rhea Ripley to win this one. Easy for me to fucking say. This one had probably one of the worst build-ups to a championship match in WrestleMania history. Just my opinion. Dakota, who'd you have in this one?
I'm going to say Charlotte retains, but because Dom does something on the outside to cause Ripley to get distracted.
Alrighty.
We'll get into more reasons why later on another match.
All right. Ken, who do you have?
I got Rhea winning,
All right.
which starts her big run, but I also think it puts that champion versus champion match because she's already referred to it once that she's got a whole other set of problems with Bianca.
Uh-huh.
So I think they're going to set up that champion versus champion run.
And to keep with the women's matches, we'll go ahead and transition into the 3-on-3 tag team match. Excuse me. With Becky Lynch, Lita, and Trish Stratus versus Damage Control. Dakota, we're going to start with you on this one because Damage Control is just your favorite tag team.
Fucking hate them. Give me Becky and Lita and the downfall of Damage Control as well.
Alrighty. Any reason for that one?
Just a feeling, honestly.
Alrighty. Ken, who do you have?
I got Damage Control winning.
Hey, what's your reasoning?
My reasoning is I think this was just a quick feud to get the title change and get some heat behind the tag team titles. I think forecasting my pick of the other tag team match later in the night, I think it sets up the Damage Control versus Ronda and Shayna. And I think Becky goes back on her solo run for the titles.
Yeah, that makes sense. I picked Damage Control. I think somebody on Becky and Lita, Trish, more likely Trish, will turn on them, just from what we've seen before, like last Raw. But
I don't hate that viewpoint.
we'll see. It'd be nice.
Do we see a Trish versus Lita SummerSlam match?
That'd be cool. Honestly, Lita's look kind of slow in the ring, though. I'm not too crazy about it, but we'll see. Next, we got Gunther versus Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus for the IC Championship. Ken, who do you got in this one?
I don't know. I think Gunther retains.
All right,
I think Drew and Sheamus self-destruct, and Gunther slips out the back door.
All right, Dakota, who you got?
So I see Ken being right about Sheamus and Drew kind of self-destructing on each other, but I see one of them winning it, and I'm going to take Sheamus as it kind of makes the most sense for him to beat Gunther, but I don't think he pins Gunther. So it's a way to keep him strong, get the title off him, and move him on to a main event picture. And then we could have a nice little Drew-Sheamus feud for a few months while we figure out this main event shit on SmackDown.
So, I got the same thought process on the last part of what you said. Sheamus has yet to have this title. So I got him winning it. And then, obviously, the feud afterward. Fun fact, straight across the board, since Joel couldn't make it, he picked him. And since the guys from the TNJ podcast couldn't make it, they picked, Ty picked Sheamus. So this is the first one where at least 4 of us have picked the same winner.
I just think it's a good way to do an IC title change while keeping Gunther looking strong. He wasn't actually pinned in the whole scenario.
Yeah. I think he's due for a big title here soon.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I think they set that up with at the Royal Rumble with Cody and him being the last 2 in. But
I see it.
yeah.
I like it.
Now we got the 2 showcase matches. We're going to start off with the women's match. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus the Botch Queen Shotzi and Natalya versus the Karens Chelsea and Sonya Deville. I picked Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. I think those are the only 2 outside of Ronda and Shayna with legit momentum. we do love big and little tags on this podcast, so I went ahead and picked them. Ken, who do you have in this one?
I got Ronda and Shayna Baszler taking this one. Only for the fact that I've given Raquel Rodriguez like 2 or 3 selections now, and she's failed me every time. So call it what you want, but I've got Shayna and Ronda.
Third time's the charm, though.
Ooh. Fool me once, right?
Fair enough. Dakota, who do you have? I know you're so thrilled with this being in the He-Man Woman Haters Club.
I'm taking the Karens for the pure hilarity that would come from it.
So fun fact, you're not the only one that picked this. Unfortunately, I meant to mention this in the beginning. Joel is sick and can't join us. He also picked them as well.
A man of culture, I see.
Yep. Next we have the men's tag team showcase with the Street Profits, Alpha Academy, Viking Raiders, and Braun and Ricochet. Dakota, who do you have in this one?
You know I'm taking the Street Profits, motherfucker.
All right.
Like, I'm going to root against them. Probably the best tag team we've seen in almost a decade.
Fair enough. Ken, who do you got?
Give me Strowman and Ricochet.
So, here's another fun thing. Across the board, we got, there's 4 tag teams, but Dakota, me, Ty, and Jordan took the Street Profits. And Ken and Joel took Braun and Ricochet. So, absolutely no hope for Alpha Academy and the Viking Raiders.
I think Otis goes out there in the match.
Otis is going to go out, and I love the Viking Raiders. I honestly do, but no, you got to give that to the Street Profits all day.
Too much talent above them.
Right. Then we have the match we've all been waiting to talk about. Rey Mysterio versus Dominic. Ken, we're going to start with you on this one.
Do I think this is Rey's last match? No. But I think he still picks up the victory over Dominic.
All right. Dakota, who's your picking this?
I'm taking Rey as well.
And I am too. And we're getting a straight across the board. Everybody and their mother is picking Rey to beat Dom's ass.
Okay, hold on. Retrospectively here. I could see Rey letting Dom get over by beat.
So after I read the results, now you want to change.
My pick is Rey. My pick is Rey 100%. But what I'm saying is I can see Rey allowing Dom to win at WrestleMania to get over. That's why I said I don't think it's Rey's last match. But my pick is Rey across the board, 100%. But I wouldn't be surprised, I guess I'll say.
Fair enough. Then we have the battle of the best promo of the last couple weeks. Edge and Finn Balor. I'll go ahead and start this one off. I picked Demon Finn to pull off the win. Ken, who do you have?
Give me the Demon.
He's taking the Demon. All right, Dakota, who do you got?
As much as we all want the Demon to win, and as much as the Demon needs a win, give me Edge. Because I see WrestleMania going to start being the downfall of the Judgment Day. I feel like we're going to start getting away from all these factions and trying to clean up the roster and everything else right now. Trying to get titles on every show. I don't know. I just have a feeling the Judgment Day is not going to be here much longer.
Well,
I can agree with you.
I'm going to disagree. I think factions are here to stay. I think there's going to be a lot of them. I think factions make wrestling better, but that's just my opinion.
Does it make wrestling better? Because
it does.
By that logic, AEW should be the greatest goddamn show on earth. It's nothing but factions.
WCW was one giant faction.
Yeah, but look what happened there, all right? We got fucking monster truck sumo wrestling matches.
He's not wrong.
You know what? Eat shit.
There's a sweet spot with factions, all right?
Said what I said.
And I just feel like the Judgment Day didn't have a lot going for them because, yeah, it's a cool faction. They're not doing anything with the main faction that's running the goddamn whole company.
Anyways, now that my hopes and dreams have been smashed, we got Logan Paul versus Seth friggin' Rollins. Dakota, who are you taking?
I'm taking Seth, and I also am going to probably say this one steals the show whatever night it's on. I have a feeling this is going to be one hell of a match.
Yeah, I picked Seth Rollins only because I highly doubt that Triple H is going to have somebody from outside the company get one over one of his own on the biggest show.
It's also very public that this is Jake Paul's last match on his contract.
That's true. That's very true. But, Ken, who do you have?
I got Seth Rollins because I don't think he loses 2 WrestleMania matches.
That's fair. He's our version of, or he's this current generation's version of Shawn Michaels, in my opinion. I doubt he goes down twice in a row.
Yeah, I doubt he loses 2 WrestleManias in a row. Contract stuff aside, I he's taking too many L's leading up to the match not to pull it off.
That's fair. And then the match you've all been waiting for us to go over. Omos versus Brock Lesnar. I don't think the Homo sapiens are ready. I'm going to go ahead and take Brock Lesnar. Ken, who do you got?
After all that shit you've been talking on the last few podcasts.
Hey, I said it was going to be a good match. I didn't say Omos was going to win.
I think it's Lesnar. I think he's been on too much of a losing streak lately. First time being an underdog. I'm not saying it's going to be clean because God hates whatever happened that last match with him and Bobby Lashley. Give me Brock.
Dakota, who you got?
I got Brock as well to lead to a Bobby rematch and a fight pit match.
A fight pit? All right.
Yes. You heard it here first, motherfuckers. And when I'm right,
so
you will call
surprisingly, this one did not go straight across the board. Tyrone has picked Omos in the biggest upset in professional wrestling. I feel like this match is going to play out. They're going to try to book it like Hogan and Andre, and I think it's going to be better. But, here.
Well, the bar's low on that one, but for those of you wanting a 30-minute technical classic.
No.
Not me.
Not me. We're going to get big men slapping meat. But
why are you so excited to say that?
Hey, man.
Because it's big, meaty men slapping meat.
Thank you for backing me up on that one and not making me look. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and get to the outro on this. Oh, Ken has disappeared.
Oh, goodbye, Ken. Now
he's back.
Now he's gone.
Oh, he's gone. All right. So, anyways, if you haven't followed us yet on Twitter, we are at the Cheap Pop Podcast. On Instagram at the Cheap Pop Wrestling Podcast. Ken is back again. Now he's a black screen. I think his phone's dead. Make sure you give us a follow on TikTok at Pop This Potty for the Cheap. And he's back. Is he on the laptop?
Much like herpes, he keeps coming back.
I'm back.
And give us a like on Facebook at the TNJ Sports Podcast. Those guys put in a lot of effort today to give us their picks with all 13 of these matches and to not show up. Love you guys. Fuck you guys. This is Hook signing out.
TNJ Sports Podcast. I'm looking at you, brother. How dare you not show up today of all goddamn days? Me and John made your little March Madness podcast. You could return the common courtesy. We're coming for you! Not finishing out what Booker T said in his promo.
All right.
But as always, stay toxic, Kings.